One of the purposes in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, as Paul is discussing spiritual gifts, which discussion started all the way back in chapter 12, was to set in order, it seems, what was a rather chaotic scene inside the assembly at the church of Corinth. And so starting in 1 Corinthians 14:26, Paul addresses three specific groups of people. He talks to tongue speakers, prophets, and prophets' wives, and each group is told to remain silent under certain conditions. Tongue speakers are told, well, you can go two or three, but you have to go in turn, one at a time. And if there's no interpreter, be quiet. The Greek word is sagao. It literally means to keep your mouth shut. Now, that's completely opposite of what we see oftentimes in the charismatic world today. I've been in charismatic services myself, and you'll walk in and you'll see multiple people up speaking in tongues, making essentially the same sounds, and there's nobody interpreting. They say it's a sign that they're saved. It's a sign that they've received the Holy Spirit. Well, here's the thing. The Bible right here tells me that tongues are not for a sign for believers. But not only that, the Bible tells me if you're going to speak in tongues and there's nobody to interpret, you can't speak in tongues. Be silent. This is 1 Corinthians 14:27. If anyone speaks in a tongue, let him be two or three at the most in turn, and let one interpret. But if there is no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church and let him speak to himself and to God. Now, I'll say more about prophets and prophets' wives in the next two shorts, but what we often see in terms of tongue speaking today is not what the Bible describes. Make sure you subscribe to our channel.